Breaking News. My name is Mbali Mzinyane, and we are in the beautiful studio of GQ's Scouting Menswear Fashion winner, and this is Floyd Avenue. How are you, sir? Yes.
Hi, Mbali.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm chilled.
Oh, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. So first and foremost, congratulations for winning such a coveted prize. I mean, you were GQ's Scouting Menswear Fashion winner. That's quite a big deal, hey? How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I think it's kind of it's what you know about yourself, you know.
Yeah.
When you assume that you can roll with the best, and you've always known it. It's just the case of just proving it to the world.
Yes.
So taking it there and taking it to that level.
Yeah. So now tell us about your collection specifically for GQ Scouting Menswear Fashion Competition. That's a bit of a tongue twister. It showed at SA Fashion Week. What was the inspiration behind that?
Basically, it was inspired by the Fees Must Fall protest.
Okay.
And I felt like to a certain degree there's a race that is being marginalized and being denied education, and we were finding new systems, you know, to actually oppress a couple of people, and it might be financial, it might be but that was the inspiration, and yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a great collection, and I guess that's why it actually won, you know, the prize for the evening. So let's talk about your journey in the fashion industry as a young fashion designer. When did it start?
It's been a while. I think.
What's a while?
I dropped out in 2007.
Yes.
Yeah, my second year at Parktown College.
Okay, what were you studying at Parktown College?
Clothing production.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And have been pushing since.
Yeah.
So that's why probably the quality was just like that high, premium,
Yeah.
because of the experience.
Yeah.
And had been working with a group of other guys, the Smarties, and they were really big.
Okay, I think I remember the Smarties. The name sounds very familiar, and we're not talking about the sweets, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about you dropping out. What was the choice behind that? Was it a choice?
It was a choice. It was a choice. Because I came from a technical background. I went to Jono High School, and it was a technical school. I was quite good at technical drawing, so I already understood how pieces and parts work together and how to manipulate them. And then studied civil engineering, fresh out of matric, and then I decided that I loved fashion too much and pursued that. So when we got to like second year, I had already learned the basics, and the basics, coming from an engineering and a technical background, it's like I could see where the syllabus was actually going. It was like, okay, so it's like sitting there and like basically I'm not being taught anything.
How did you learn the business of fashion? Because I believe now you sell your clothes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see, that is another sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah. We weren't being taught the business of fashion. We were being taught how to produce, the history of fashion, where it comes from, all of that. And it was not there wasn't a specific course where we actually focused on the business of fashion. And I think that was the stumbling block.
Yeah. And now how did you get to know about the business of fashion?
We are still learning the business of fashion.
Yes.
We are still learning.
Yeah.
And obviously through winning this, I got to a level where I was like, okay, a level I wasn't exposed to of fashion and fashion week and things that happened behind the scenes, and so there was a lot to learn just after fashion week, and we learned a couple of things, and basically by the time the next collection comes out, it's going to be ready in stores already.
Before Fashion Week, before SA Fashion Week, before this big prize that you won, you know, what were you up to? How were you empowering yourself as an upcoming young designer? Were you even upcoming at the time?
I was with Soweto Fashion Week.
Yes.
Yeah, it had kept me in the game for the longest while. Yeah, I think I've shown for like 4 seasons with them.
Yeah,
I've
that's
shown
great.
4 seasons.
That's quite big, actually.
My family went crazy. It's like they went ballistic and came out again, dance blazing. Like, no way you're doing fashion. It's like, no way, man.
how is it being a young designer within the South African landscape, you know?
I think currently being a menswear designer in our landscape is exciting, you know.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of work being put behind menswear designers right now, and actually supporting menswear designers, because obviously we have been sidelined for the longest time. Yeah, you ladies are heaven on earth. It's crazy, but
so there's a demand for menswear.
We are building that demand.
Okay.
We are building that demand, and men are kind of starting to pay attention to what they wear.
Yes.
And men want to look good, man. Like men kind of wear suits on the regular now.
Yeah. And how are you gonna change? How are you gonna change fashion? Yeah.
I think because my work is just like so surreal. It's true. It's non-pretentious, you know. It is. I think with that, and it's such a superficial industry.
Yes,
you know?
Yes, it definitely is.
And just getting people to their basic, man. Just making them look beautiful from whom they are, you know. I think most of my stuff, when I design things for people, I don't design from what I would like a person to look like. It's more about them and expanding on their personality and what they are, and that is the ideals as well, or the brands still. And
yeah. Oh, okay. So now we'll just be checking out some of your stuff in your studio, and you want to see some of the collections. Well, the collection that you showed for SA Fashion Week, the one that led you to win the GQ Scouting Menswear competition. So let's check that out right now.
So this was my main piece for Fashion Week. That was like my showstopper, and it's basically a basic suit, but I'm into manipulations as well, you know, and taking something from what it originally is and keeping with the key points on what actually make that piece, and turning it into something fresh and new.